Right, before anybody joins us, just a few words about why I've come back to this game. If anybody watching the stream on the archive who's watching this, over the past few weeks I've tried one game which I was really looking forward to, two games which I'd always wanted to play because I'd seen. I've got a bit of hair sticking up there. I look stupid. I always look stupid anyway. Who cares? A couple of games which I'd seen playthroughs of to varying degrees, and always fancied playing. Hi there, Bri. Hi there, Bri. You all right, mate? The first game was the new release of Everybody's Golf, which was a disappointment to me. I think it added. Oh God, not again. I think Everybody's Golf added a lot of new stuff, which was kind of, fun, not really necessary. But what I've found is that although it's playable and it kind of matches the original games, the courses just don't do anything for me. There was something far more memorable. But then over the past 2 or 3 days, I've played 2 of the David Cage games, Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls. And I gave up on the latter one last night, and it wasn't a rage quit or anything silly like that. It simply got to a point where there was effectively a puzzle to solve. You had to do something the right way, and I wasn't engaged in it. Now, just because I was interested, I'd never looked at reviews for either of those 2 games, but I didn't want to go onto individual sites, giving single reviews or anything like that. I thought maybe the better thing to do was just go onto their respective wiki pages just for a summary of the reviews. Now, the one that I was most interested in was Beyond Two Souls, because what what I sort of homed in on last night was that I played it because I enjoyed watching walkthroughs that other people had done, and it looked absolutely tremendous. Great story, good acting, good dialogue. And the only conclusion I could draw was that it was far better, far more enjoyable to watch than to actually play. And one thing that was noticeable on the wiki page for it is that when it came to the reviews, it was quite polarising. A lot of people criticised it for the lack of engagement on the part of the game player. And that was explained by David Cage, because this isn't verbatim, it's just generally what he was saying, is he said there was a bit of a gap in the market for... It's acknowledging the fact that not every gamer out there wants to be doing combat and, you know, killing people and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of people are not what you would call skilled, experienced gamers. So he wanted to incorporate something that was far more cinematic, take away the difficult elements of gameplay, and make it involving by kind of doing non-game kind of interactions. Unfortunately, it hasn't worked, and he did actually say something along the lines of that the challenge was still there to make this ideal change from what the hardened gamer might want. Now, there's a couple of problems with that. First off, he's heading for what is an extremely niche market, because most gamers out there are gamers. They have expectations about what they're supposed to do in a game. And if it's an FPS or an adventure game or something like that, you expect puzzle solving, you expect combat, you expect kind of intensity in what you're doing. If you take that away, well, first of all, if you take that away, you're removing a huge chunk of your gaming market, which is dangerous, so credit to him for being brave enough to do it. But there's a very simple... It's not even an equation, it's just basic arithmetic of A plus B equals C. And if A is your the genre, the story, the dialogue, the voice acting, and you want to call that A, and then B is the actual gameplay, you put those two together to get C, which is your finished product. If you take away something, in this case what he's done is he's taken away a lot of the gameplay, you've either got to replace it with something else which is just as valuable to the player, or you have got to make A absolutely sensational. It's got to be something which you are rooted to, and sadly that isn't it. You know, what we've ended up with is A plus not very much equals C, and it doesn't really work. The full B, if you like, if the B is reduced, then the A has got to be ramped up to 150% to make it the finished product, and it isn't. And it just reminded me of how damned good this game is. This game has had its critics who say that to an extent it's like playing a film. No, it isn't. The gameplay on this is everything that you want from a first-person adventure kind of game. You've got the combat, you've got the skill that's required, even in easy mode, but it gives you the option of you can either go in all guns blazing, or you can use stealth. You can do it whichever way you want. And it's backed up with an unbelievably good story. Now, the simple thing that happened last night, when I got stuck on that section, is that if that story, and if the characterizations and the dialogue and the acting had been ramped up to that X%, then I would have been saying to myself at that point, well, I've got to do this because I want to find out what happens next. It's kind of important to me. I'm really invested in it. The simple fact is it didn't happen. Even you guys know me. You know that when I'm... Caitlin! Hello! Caitlin! Hello! Oh no, you're sick. Oh no. No. Well, welcome back. Welcome back, and welcome back to the greatest game on the planet, which is what I was just explaining. Oh, Natsa's here as well. Natsa, hi there. This game does it. You know, it's it's got those moments that still touch you, even after playing it God knows how many times. You know, bearing in mind that when I started streaming this for the first time on the PS4, I must have watched 50, 100 playthroughs on YouTube, and some of the scenes still got to me. And I think on one of the early streams, it was either the first or the second stream that I did on this, I nearly choked up. It was actually visible. Yeah, I nearly choked up at the end, not the end, sorry, the end of the Tommy scene later on. Obviously, we're doing a new stream now, and I don't want to spoil things, but it's when, you know, Joel and Ellie continue and they weren't going to, and it's something that Tommy says. And I nearly choked up, and I have seen that so many times, and it just shows you how damned good this is. Now, you guys will know that I attempted this on normal a week or so back and gave up in the winter section on the first combat bit. That was nearly a rage quit. I think I was actually just tired, to be honest. I tried it so many times and I wasn't getting anywhere. I've got a cunning plan, which may work, it may not work, based on the idea that I'm in one of the easier game modes. It may even apply to the harder ones as well. I think what generally happens is if you use up all of your ammo, the game will supply you with more, one way or another. I think in that case, David will throw another ammo clip your way or whatever. So what I'm planning on doing is trying to take out as many of the infected as I can while they're still outside, so they don't come in and grab her. Because what was happening is she was basically getting clusterfucked. Okay, every time I went to try to help David, because helping David is good at that point because you can use the knife, and it means that you don't need to waste ammo on killing one of the infected. But I was getting attacked by 3 or 4 at the same time, and it just kept happening. So I gave up on it, like I said, partly because I was tired as well. It was a long stream. That was at about going on for 7.5 hours, I think. So I'm going to see what happens. I'll get to that part, and if I try to take out these infected outside, let's see if the game will give me more ammo. I'm sorry, I'm losing guys here, so let's get started. Like I said, I've been reminded over the last few days why this game is so unbelievably good. The plan is, by the way, we're going to do a little bit more exploring. We'll pick up more of the notes and the artifacts. The only place I'm thinking where I might not do it is possibly in the bookstore in Pittsburgh, because there's a lot of combat that you have to get through if you want to collect everything, and I don't want to get killed too many times, so we'll see how it goes. So let's crack on. Oh yeah, let's have a low save game, shall we? Let's go for the 2nd of September. That'll be all right. Yes, of course I do. I want to overwrite it, and let's go. I've had a lovely big curry tonight, so I'm feeling good. I have a couple of drinks with me, which won't last me all night, by the way. We'll have to go and get some more. And I have healthy grapes as well, so I'll be good. Some people complained about the long loading screen on this. I say, fuck it. It's worth the wait, isn't it? But best game in the world. I was going to say, I've not got long to say. I didn't have long enough to actually say in full what I wanted to say, but yeah, best game in the world now, which is not what I used to say. I used to say that it was something you don't even think of as a game. Well, this is reinforced why you do.
Tommy, listen to me. He is the contractor. He's the contractor, okay? I can't lose this job. I understand. Let's talk about this in the morning, okay? We'll talk about it in the morning. All right, good night.
Hey.
Scoot.
Monday at work, huh?
What are you still doing up? It's late.
Oh, crud, what time is it?
It's way past your bedtime.
But it's still today.
Honey, please not right now. I do not have the energy for this.
Here.
What's this?
Your birthday? You kept complaining about your broken watch. So I figured, you know. You like it?
Honey, it's
What?
nice, but I think it's stuck. It's not.
What? No. Oh, ha ha.
Where did you get the money for this?
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs.
Oh, good. You started helping out with the mortgage then.
Yeah, you wish.
Good night, baby girl.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it, TK? There were years and years ago when my mate Dave and I used to do a lot of songwriting and recording.
Hello?
Sarah, honey, I need to get your daddy on the phone.
Uncle Tommy, what time is it?
I need to talk to your dad now. There's something...
We did this
Uncle
song
Tommy?
called
Hello?
10 Seconds More, which is it was funnily enough based on way back to when Dave was a teenager, just learning to play guitar.
What was that all about?
He was almost anal about always recording somehow whatever he was playing. Just got all of this stuff on cassette, and he came across one of this particular thing that he'd recorded. This must have been about 10 years ago, and he decided that he actually wanted to turn it into a song. So he got me in to do a bit of kind of arranging and the lyric writing, and then obviously recording the bass and programming drums and all that kind of stuff. And it ended up as a really, really great song, and it had got this fantastic acoustic guitar melody that just introduced it. And it was, you know, we'll talk about something that lasted 2 seconds. We posted it on what then was called GarageBand, which was a place where you could upload songs and people would review them. And somebody said, this one just oozes quality right from the first second. And that's what this game does. You know, this thing about... David Cage was saying that the thing about Beyond Two Souls, it was about the story, it was about the cinematics, it was about the acting and the dialogue, also about the music. Well, funnily enough, the music didn't do anything for me at all. I actually thought it was quite trite and predictable in his nature. But with this game, the way that that first scene unfolds and the way that that music played before he takes Sarah up to bed, it's that same thing. It just oozes quality right from the get-go. I think I could still play this game over and over and over again.
Oh, dang it. I forgot to give this to him.
I might have to get used to the controls again, would you believe, after playing these couple of games over the last night or so. We might do a bit of trivia on here as well, a bit of trivia about the game. Because I've done some trivia bits on videos before, but I haven't kept all of them on the channel. Because some have been kind of superseded by other gameplay. You know, better versions like the kill everything or spare them runs where I've done better the next time round, so I've deleted the old ones. So some of those trivia bits are missing. But we know from a certificate on the wall in Sarah's bedroom that her name is Sarah Miller. So we know what Joel's second name is. And those documents on the table there they're technical drawings. So although Joel is involved in building in some way,
Where the heck are you?
it is on a technical level. Or it would appear to be.
It's nearby.
Increased aggression and there seems to be some commotion coming from
Oh. Yeah, I'm still getting used to the controls again. Weird. It should also be said that I'm using a new controller now, the original one, the black one, that I started with, it failed. It stopped charging, basically. This one, it feels like it behaves very slightly differently. Not noticeable, but I was playing that golf game again the other night, and hitting the perfect impact was harder than it was on the other controller. Which is understandable, because these things are built within tolerances, you know.
Missed calls. Where the hell are you? Call me on my way.
And when you've got something like a golf swing, where it's kind of 1/100th of a second between getting it right and getting it wrong, you can understand that very, very slightly different build quality can actually have quite a big effect. But thankfully, the problem that I don't have with this anymore is the wandering off to the left on the left stick, which was a problem with the other controller. And Sarah can't walk over here,
Sarah,
by the way, which is odd.
Are you okay?
Yeah?
Does anyone come in here?
No, who would come in here?
Don't go near the doors. Just stand back there.
Dad, you're kind of freaking me out. What's going on?
It's the Coopers. Something ain't right with them. I think they're sick.
What kind of sick?
Jeez.
Oh, that
Jimmy!
actually...
Dad?
Honey, come here.
Sorry, it didn't do anything with the controller, but that little camera movement
Jimmy.
there wasn't me.
Jimmy, just stay back! Jimmy, I am warning you. Don't!
Just getting into position for the QT.
You shot him.
Sarah.
I saw him this morning.
Listen to me. There is something bad going on. And we have got to get out of here. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Tell me, come on. Come on.
Where the hell you been? You have any idea what's going on out there?
I got some notion.
Holy shit. You got blood all over you.
It ain't mine. Let's just get out of here.
This ain't half the people in the city lost their minds.
As we get later into the
Parasite or something.
later into the game and the light starts
You gonna
fading
tell me what
outside,
happened?
Later.
I've moved a couple of lamps closer to me so it shouldn't look quite so
How
grainy.
you holding up, honey?
I'm fine.
Bye
Can you hear
home.
us on the radio?
Yeah, sure thing.
Thanks.
Bye city.
No cell phone, no radio. Yeah, we're doing great. A minute ago, newsman wouldn't shut up.
They say where to go?
They said, Army's put up roadblocks on the highway. No getting into Travis County.
We need to get the hell out. Take 71.
71, that's right.
Welcome back, Brian.
Did they say how many are dead?
Probably a lot. We found this one family all mangled inside their
Tommy.
house. Right. I'm sorry.
I've said it before, but I'll do it again. All of these places actually do exist, but the way that they're put on the maps here,
They got no clue.
it's impossible
We
for
ain't the only town.
Joel's house to
First
exist,
they're saying it's just the south. Now they're going on about the east coast, the west coast.
or rather the location can't exist.
Holy hell. That's Lewis's farm. I hope that sumbitch made it out.
I'm sure he did.
Were we sick?
No, of course not.
How do you know?
They said it's just people in the city. We're good.
Didn't Jimmy work in the city?
That's right, he did. We're fine. Trust me.
Welcome, Marshall.
All right.
Hang on.
Let's see what they need.
What do you think you're
It's
doing?
not.
Keep
It's not
driving.
Kenneth. It's
Yeah,
actually.
kid, Joel.
I can't get it
So
to fit on
do
the screen.
we. We
It's
have
Kenneth's.
room.
Keep
Kenneth's.
driving, Tommy.
Brilliant punk band from London. I absolutely love them. New punk.
You ain't seen what I seen. Someone else will come along.
Thanks for joining us, Marshall. Good to see you here. I actually like pop punk, but I was brought up with punk, which is why I like pop punk. But these guys are brilliant. Go and check out the Kenneths. They have their own
Everyone
channel.
and their mother had the same damn idea.
We could just backtrack and...
We've got a damn good female drummer as well. Only a three-piece. Hello, Gunnar. I'm sorry I don't understand your message, but welcome.
Tommy!
Holy shit! What just happened? What the fuck just happened? Did you see that?
Yes, I saw him.
God damn.
Turn here, turn here.
people, move.
What are they running from?
Get us out of here.
I'm trying.
Oh no.
You can't stop here, Tommy.
I can't fucking drive through them!
Then
Joe!
back up then!
They're behind me too! There! Hold on!
First time I saw the Kenneths, by the way, was a year or so back when they were supporting Yellow Card on Yellow Card's final world tour, and that's the first time I'd ever seen them. Saw them in Manchester, and it was so good, really, really good.
Daddy? Hey. Hey!
Still don't understand it, Connor.
Get back, baby. Get back. I'm here, baby. I'm here. Come on, give me your hand. What is it?
My leg hurts.
How bad?
Pretty bad.
We're gonna need to run.
Okay, first bit of actual proper movement here.
Bus safe. Here, come on, baby. Now hold on tight.
And yes, I have previously, only once, thank God, I have actually once been killed on this bit.
Watch out! Close, honey. Keep running!
Now that would be a thing, don't I? That would be a thing.
We're on fire.
Don't look, Sarah.
Why are they doing that?
Just keep looking at me, baby.
Over there!
Wow, I got well and truly stopped at that point.
Get back! There's too many of them! This way! Through the alley! Go! He's dead!
Jesus.
God damn it!
We're almost there. We're almost there, baby.
They're getting through the fence! Keep going! Find
Hey,
a way
Glenn.
out of here! Come on!
Glenn, welcome.
Go!
Welcome to the weekend.
Move it! Get to the highway! Go! You got Sarah! I can outrun him!
Uncle Tommy?
I will meet you there! Hurry!
Daddy, we can't leave him.
He's gonna be fine. We're almost there.
Right, I'm turning the microphone off now because you know what's
They're
coming
getting
next.
closer. Dad?
It's okay, baby. We're safe. We're safe. Hey, we need help.
Stop!
Please. It's my daughter. I think her leg is broken.
Stop right there!
Okay. We're not sick.
Got a couple of civilians on the outer perimeter. Please advise.
Daddy, what about Uncle Tommy?
We're gonna get you to safety and go back for him, okay?
Sir, there's a little girl. But... Yes, sir.
Somebody, we've just been through hell. Okay, we just need... Shit. Please don't.
Oh no.
Sarah. Move your hands, baby. I know, baby, I know. Listen to me. I know this hurts, baby. You're gonna be okay, baby. Stay with me. All right, I'm gonna pick you up. I know, baby. I know it hurts. Come on, baby. Please. I know, baby. I know. Sarah. Baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on. No. No. No, no, no. Please. 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 Please.
The number
Hi there,
of
Nicholas.
confirmed deaths has passed 200.
How are you doing,
the
chap?
governor has called a state of emergency.
There are hundreds and hundreds of bodies lining the streets.
Panic spread worldwide after a leaked report from the World Health Organization showed that the latest vaccination tests have failed.
With the bureaucrats out of power, we can finally take the necessary steps.
Los Angeles is now the latest city to be placed under martial law. All residents are required to report to their designated quarantine. Riots have continued for a third consecutive day, and winter rations are at an all-time low.
A group calling themselves the Fireflies have claimed responsibility for both attacks.
Their public charter calls for the return of all branches of government.
Demonstrations broke out following the execution of 6 more alleged Fireflies.
You can still rise with us. Remember, when you're lost in the darkness, look for the light. Believe in the Fireflies.
They're good, aren't they? They're really good. And they're a lot of fun as well. Just as individuals, they're a lot of fun. I just mentioned the subtitles. As ever, I don't have the subtitles on for this. Because there are times when the line appears before it's said, and it kind of ruins the drama. It's not the game's fault. I think it's something to do with the way that subtitles are done on all games.
Coming.
I think there's probably some kind of software reason for it. Oh, God, yeah.
How was your morning?
Oh, no, I've not done a no weapons.
No, I don't.
No, I've not done a no guns or a no weapons. Oh, hang on.
Well, I have some interesting news for you.
Where were you, Tess?
I did.
West End District. Hey, we had a drop to make.
God, that was hell.
We had a drop to make.
Well, you wanted to be left alone, remember?
So I'll take one guess. The whole deal went south and the client made off with our pills. Is that about right?
Deal went off without a hitch. Enough ration cards to last us a couple of months, easy.
You want to explain this?
I was on my way back here, and I got jumped by these 2 assholes, all right? And yeah, they got a few good hits in, but... Look, I managed.
Give me that. Are these assholes still with us?
Well, that's funny.
At least find out who they were.
Yeah, look, they were a couple of nobodies. They don't matter. What matters is that Robert fucking sent them.
I've heard about that, Marshall.
Oh, Robert.
He knows that we're after him. He figures he's gonna get us first.
Son of a bitch, he's smart.
No.
It does something,
He's
apparently.
not smart enough.
Not a case of watering it down, it does something.
Like hell you do.
Old warehouse in Area 5. Can't say for how long, though.
Well, I'm ready now. Yeah?
Oh, I can do now.
For the life of me, I can't remember what the hell it is, but yeah, if you're drinking whiskey and you're going to have a neat whiskey, don't have it absolutely neat. You just put literally a few drops of water in it, and I don't know what it does or how. Enhances the
Checkpoint's
flavour.
still open.
Only got a few hours left until curfew.
Well, we better hurry up then.
It's like that thing with red wine, for example. You are supposed to swirl red wine around the glass. Oh, hang on, I want to do some of these
Crap.
combos.
Soldiers are supposed to handle the outside.
I'll make sure to tell them that. What about you, Joel? You been summoned for this bullshit yet?
Nope.
Yeah, I bet.
Ah, okay. Well, I have actually... Does the same apply to JD? Bourbon.
Attention. Citizens are required to carry a certain ID at all times. Compliance with all city personnel is mandatory.
Look at that. Ration line hasn't opened yet. It must be running low again.
Hey, how much much longer?
Lady, when the rations arrive, we'll open the door, all right?
I hear it's another half ration week.
Are you fucking kidding me? That's 3 weeks in a row now.
Well, what are you gonna do?
This is such fucking bullshit. I bet those uniforms over there, they don't get half rations.
Keep your voice down. What's wrong with you?
Whatever, I don't even care anymore. Let them take me. Just be quiet.
Never noticed security cameras. Do you think they work? Or are they just a remnant? Hang on. No, they don't work. Okay. And no, you can't follow him. I'd love to, though.
Okay, Jesus.
Let's get down.
I didn't do anything wrong! No!
Hands on your fucking head. Do it. All right, scan. Clean. Clean. Get a live one.
No. I'm not infected.
Hold her
Wrong,
down.
This scan's wrong.
Do it.
Please. No.
That was so quick.
Eyes forward.
They don't even need to look for a vein, apparently.
All right. She's down.
Fuck this! Oh, shit.
Oh, dear.
Consider yourself lucky. What happens when you hide out in a condemned building? Call the cleanup crew.
Don't think anything else happens with those two.
Two more for the boss.
Seems like more people are getting infected.
That just means more people are sneaking.
What's up, Joel?
Betty.
You hear they took Marianne?
What happened?
Came and snatched her in the middle of the night. Said she was a firefly. You believe that shit?
Better not mention the fireflies too loudly. You don't want the wrong person hearing you.
Yeah, you're probably right.
There's two guys here who don't say anything. But I've never actually don't think I've walked up to this one before. And he's not going to say anything. Fine.
Checkpoints to your left, sir.
Okay. Well, I'm capable. Git.
They died right in front of me. Damn runners came out of nowhere. What am I supposed to tell their families?
Fucking lynched them. Yeah. Way I heard it, they lined them up in the street and cut them up. Retribution and shit. We ever lose control of this place to the stragglers, that's what'll happen to us.
That would never go down here. Any straggler even looks at me the wrong way, I put his ass down.
I'm sure that's what they thought at every other QZ before riots broke out.
So those goddamn fireflies. They keep stirring the population up. We put an end to them. That's how you solve this shit.
We agree on that.
This guy over here said, you know, they came from out of nowhere. And then he says, what am I supposed to tell their families? So who is he? What would he have been doing? Was he just looking after children or something?
Where's Mark at?
You didn't hear? They caught him trying to use fake ration cards.
Jesus. What'd they do?
What do you think? They beat the shit out of him and dragged him off. Haven't heard from him since.
Fucking idiot. Should have known better.
He's got a family. What's the guy gonna do?
Yeah? How's that working out for him now?
Hey, asshole, what are you looking at?
Ronnie, shut the fuck up, man. Hey, Joe, we're not looking for trouble, okay?
No harm, no foul.
Great line. No harm, no foul.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I got us all new papers. They shouldn't give us any static up there.
All right, cool. Drive on through.
See your ID. There you go. What's your business here? Got the day off. Visiting a friend.
All right, move on through.
Thanks.
Get out of here, Joe! Close it up! Firefly! Fucking shoot him! They're running!
Come on, let's get out of here. Let's go, come on.
I have to think then.
Attention. Checkpoint 5 is now closed until further notice. All civilians must clear the surrounding area.
So much for the easy route. Patch yourself up, all right?
It's amazing. All you've got to do is play a different game for a couple of nights and you can forget what the moves are. Hope that doesn't prove expensive later on.
They're gonna close all the checkpoints. We're gonna have to go around the outside.
Outside the wall.
Or we could just let Robert go.
Cute.
Hey, Tess, you see that shit?
I was there. Hey, how's the east tunnel looking?
It's clear. I just used it. No patrols. And where are you off to?
Gonna pay Robert a visit?
You too?
Who else is looking for him?
Marlene. She's been asking around, trying to find him.
Marlene? What do the Fireflies need with Robert?
You think she'd tell me?
Well, what did you tell her?
The truth. I got no idea where he's hiding.
Good man.
Same
Hey,
thing when you move
trouble,
from...
right? Military's gonna be out in force soon.
when you move from one driving game to another, and the controls are very slightly different. If you spent a few hours on one, oh, it's horrible switching
Marlene
over.
looking for Robert? What do you make of that?
I don't like it. We better find him before the Fireflies do.
It's one of the reasons why steering wheel and pedals are a good idea, because there's never any doubt what those will do.
This is us.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Shit's stirring up out there. How we looking over here?
It's been quiet. No signs of military or infected.
That's what I like to hear. Joel, give me a hand with this.
Y'all take it easy out there.
I might be wrong, but I have vague memories of seeing once
Oh, God, this place reeks.
that bottle fall
I
off
need
the
to watch
top of
them
that
throw
cabin.
weight
I
out
might be
here.
wrong.
Let there be light. Let's grab our gear.
He's not supposed to be able to do that yet, is he?
Our backpacks are still here from last time.
Crouch.
Not a lot of ammo.
Make your shots count.
Oh, I'm tempted, Glenn. I am tempted.
All right, Texas. Boost me up. You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on.
Go on.
Got it.
Speedrunners will head off to the right here.
Be careful.
When am I not?
That a trick question?
Through that gap in the wall. Well, oops.
Ain't been out here in a while.
It's like we're on a date.
Well, I am the romantic type.
You got your ways.
I'll have to do some extra streaming for you, Glenn.
Where's the ladder?
Well, it's got to be around here somewhere. Got it.
Great, bring it over.
I'm happy to report that left stick on
Ladies
here
first.
is much, much better.
Lady, you must be thinking of someone else.
It's all relative.
This way.
I've actually forgotten which of these is the empty drawer now. Ha, can you believe that? It's that one. Okay. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to collect a few more of the collectibles here. Won't go excessively out of my way. And we don't need to view the names on the pendants because
Down through here.
they don't tell a story.
I think Robert's still got our guns.
For his sake, he better.
Look, once we get our merchandise back, it should be easy to unload.
Well, speaking of merchandise, when's that next shipment due?
Well, we're meeting Bill next
I was
month.
reading, sorry.
More pills, lots of ammo. supposedly. Hold up.
No, I had to replace it. CEX were very, very good about it. The guys at the store
Where the hell are all these coming from?
originally just said no.
They're coming out of something.
Because a sticker off the back
Body's
was
not
gone.
that old. Better keep your eyes and ears open.
But I contacted their customer department and they authorised a replacement. So we're all good.
You okay?
Yeah. Damn ceiling's falling apart. Be careful. This way.
But it just wouldn't charge.
Easy. Watch it, watch it.
Help me. My mask broke.
One thing I do, I'm not going to shoot him, by the way. But I've just reduced the sensitivity slightly.
What do you want to do?
That's not too bad. Okay.
Come back.
Up ahead. You hear that? How you want to handle it?
I think probably a lot of people do kill him on the first playthrough because they think that you're probably supposed to, but it's obviously a good way to get used to your aim. So I think that's why they put it there. No, because they won't know that the infected are ahead at that point. Okay, so we'll get the collectible up here, which isn't... It's not actually useful, but it's a note. The first one. I've never worked out if you actually walk in this section, whether that alerts them, but I'm not going to take the risk.
They got infected trying to sneak into the zone.
As much as everyone complains about it, you got all these poor bastards wishing they were living on the inside. All right, that's all of them.
Let's hope so.
Let's head back into the city. Some fresh air. That's the one thing I love about the outside. Fucking hate the smell of the city.
Why don't you ask Bill to get you some of them air fresheners?
Hey, if they weren't expired, that'd be a good idea. Cover the entrance.
I got it.
I can't remember. If you get to that gate, that pallet before Tess, I think you actually open it, don't you? I can't remember now. I'm going up this way for the conversation.
Damn it. Plank fell down. Be a dear, would you?
Thank you.
I'll get it.
Here, pass it to me.
Now that behaved a lot better. Do you remember you
It's a
guys
bit heavy.
I think I can handle it.
on a couple of previous playthroughs? I was having real trouble with the triangle prompt at that point. It was kind of I got basically a flicker of it.
Get your ass up here. Let's move.
Bossy today. Let's make sure there ain't any soldiers around.
It's clear. Come on.
Okay. First use of weapon. For that. Which I must admit, I don't actually really like doing. I don't like claiming this one. But it's harmless. In this mode, we're going to have plenty of ammo anyway. Sure. And there are lots of occasions where I don't use it.
Pick up that ammo. I'm sure we'll need it. Hey, little man. Make sure the coast is clear. No soldiers, none of Robert's men, yeah?
You know he's expecting us.
Well, that'll make it more interesting. Good to go. Come on.
It was interesting how that kid actually only looks in one little place, just one place.
Hey, Tess. Hey, pretty lady, how you doing today?
And it was
Not right now, Terrence.
No,
that way.
It's good looking
Not
at the car.
now. You hear me?
Okay, you can do that.
Let's go for these combos. Go on. Might as well. It's been a while.
If you ain't got ration cards, don't even waste my time. I'm not interested in bartering for bullets.
And there's a second one.
You just gonna stare all day?
Thank you.
Hurry up, we're starving.
Keep your shirt on. Next batch coming right up.
Hey, don't even think about cutting in line.
Fucking A. I'm waiting on this rat forever.
Sorry, man. These dogs are all accounted for. Sold out in less than an hour. Try me next week.
You touch it, you buy it.
Tess, it's been a while. You don't visit us anymore.
What the hell's that?
None of your damn business.
Where was she going?
Where do you think you're going?
Malik, sit back down.
Oh, sorry, Tess. Didn't realize you two were together. Go ahead.
Who's that?
An old headache. Don't ask.
This guy says something, so...
What do you want?
That's it.
The guy's been hoarding all sorts of shit in the factory.
Whoa, whoa, hold on, man.
And one of the cutest little parts around here. The little girl with the all-meaningful giraffe. Yeah, they went through quite a few options about animals, infected or otherwise. Eventually they went for giraffes. Which they initially rejected, I think.
You come through here?
Half hour ago. He went back to the wharf. He's there now.
Oh my god, I've got dirty fingernails. I'm not showing you those fingernails, they're dirty. How? Oh, he can't draw his weapon at this point. It's interesting.
Here we go.
Let us through.
Yeah, it was a
You
fail.
guys need to turn around and head back if you know
A
what's
bad
good
one.
for you.
A really bad
Our
one.
beef isn't with you. We just want Robert. You don't want to do this.
Turn the fuck around and leave now.
I'm not going anywhere without Robert.
Bitch, I will bash your skull unless you turn around and get your dumb ass out of here.
Fuck this.
Take cover!
You ready?
Yeah.
I'll cover you. Get the angle on them.
Oh, you bitch. Oh, for fuck's sake. Wow. That was a bit wasteful. I'm not worried, I'll get them back. The way that Tess got up there, I thought he was gone.
Nicely done, Texas.
You too. How the hell did he get all these guys?
If Robert's good at one thing,
Just-
it's writing blank checks. Let's go put an end to that.
Just double check. Okay. We'll get the bullets back. Not worried about that.
Not going through here. Hey, loosen up.
Oh, what's the name of the one that Ron Swanson drinks in Parks and Rec? Because it's real, by the way. It's a real whiskey.
Give me your hand. There you go.
God, I should remember it.
More of Robert's guys.
How do you know they're coming? 2 of our guys died trying to take Tess out. I guarantee that she and Joel are on their way here right now to get Robert.
Jesus. We shouldn't have taken this job.
Not our call. Let's spread out and make sure no one's creeping around in here.
Move up. Move up.
God, that's going to be a... That's going to really piss me off now. And there's that episode where Leslie Knope gives him this gift of him visiting the distillery in Scotland, and it's real. It's not made up.
I meant to tell you, I was down on Jordan Street, and all these soldiers showed up with a group of about 5 sitters, all in handcuffs.
Let me guess. Fireflies?
What you got, man? Let's go!
Well, that's disappointing. Tess, that is disappointing. That was very disappointing.
Definitely use this.
Nice looking out.
Let's search the area.
That did a lot of damage. And they didn't leave any ammo. So it's got to be the guys in this next bit.
Hey, we consolidated the crates in the south warehouse. Supplies are locked up.
Good.
That was a forget moment.
Head out. Getting close to curfew.
What about Robert? Who's he holing up with tonight? Guy's too paranoid to stay here by himself.
Fuck if I know. We'll check in with the others and come up with something.
Okay.
Lagavulin. I think that's the one, Lagavulin.
Not bad.
Yeah, Lagavulin is the one. And it's a real distillery in Scotland. That's on my bucket list. No, I haven't. No, not Woodford. Okay. That was not really needed, Joel. Right, where did you go? That was unnecessary. Bitch. Okay. That was disappointing. I think actually he took a shot then while he was picking the health kit up. So that was a bit wasteful. Actually, why not? Why not use the bottle?
Find it. I'm going over this way.
Okay. So if he's going to do...
Pay for that!
Get. Okay, I'm gonna go and get another bottle. That was really, really poor. You can tell I need a bit more practice with this. It's been a while. Ooh, there isn't one there. Okay. Where did he go? Huh? What'd you talk about? Oh, he's there. Oh. Oh, that's good. Okay.
We should have brought more people.
They just slow us down.
Yeah, well, we weren't
you're
actually
right.
that good on this occasion.
Come on, the docks are this way.
Oh, pick it up,
Let's do
Joel.
this.
Oh, he did. Haha. Now, there are 2 notes to pick up in this area, and I would like to get them both, which means that I can't do the run through, because the position of one of them is such that to get there, the guys are going to be alerted, so we're going to have to do some combat here. Jimmy! Jimmy, Jimmy, Jimmy! Hello! Good to see you, friend.
There's our boy.
go wrap this up.
Right, we have more work to do then.
Yeah, well, lost our contacts in the north.
Let's be smart about this. There's a lot of
I
them.
don't know who's left out there to sell us stuff. Why would take shitty protection?
Fucking Robert. That rat better be good for you.
If he is, then what?
Okay, that's the first. Now the second one is over kind of in that direction, in a corner. And you have no choice but to take some guys out. Oh, fuck off. Right, I think we can have a breather and read it. I love this note. This is why I've got it. Hey, cop. How there, mate?
Where'd you go? I'm going over this way. You guys, check over there.
Where are you, you motherfucker?
To your
right. Fortunately, the guys are pretty stupid. Whoa! Well, at least one of them knows how to shoot, which is a pain in the arse. All I wanted was just to get this. There we go. Right, so this next bit won't be quite as easy as I'd planned. But it's definitely the preferred route.
Hey, man, where'd you go?
You guys, they check over that way.
You're not getting out of here.
I am.
Not bad.
Man down! Man down!
Okay, don't
That
need
office.
anything else.
Robert must have run in there. Let's go.
And it's really that easy.
Back! Get the fuck back!
We just want to talk, Robert.
We got fucking nothing to talk about!
Put your gun down.
Go fuck yourself!
He's running.
Robert! Through you,
Joel, this way.
Anthony always goes through that first door. And I don't know whether it's any quicker. No idea.
Oh, hello, Robert.
Tess. Joel. No hard feelings, right?
None at all.
All right.
God damn it!
We missed you.
Look, whatever it is you heard, it ain't true, okay? I just want to
The
say...
guns. You want to tell us where the guns are?
Yeah, sure, but it's complicated. All right? Look, all right, just hear me out on this. I got...
Fuck. Stop! 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 Ugh.
Quit your squirming. You were saying?
I sold him.
Excuse me.
I didn't have much of a choice. I owed someone.
You owed us. I'd say you bet on the wrong horse.
I just need more time. Just, give me a week.
You know, I might have done that if you hadn't tried to fucking kill me.
Come on, it won't
Who
like
has
that.
our guns?
I can't. Just give me a couple.
Who has our guns?
It's the Fireflies. I owed the Fireflies.
What?
Look, they're basically all dead. We can just go in there, finish them off. We get the guns. What do you say? Come on. Yeah, fuck those Fireflies. Let's go get them.
That is a stupid idea.
Well, now what?
We go get our merchandise back.
How?
I don't know. We explain it to them. Look, let's just go find a Firefly.
We won't have to look very far.
There you go. Queen Firefly.
Why are you here?
Business. You're looking so hot.
Where's Robert? I needed him alive.
The guns he gave you, they weren't his to sell. I want them back.
Doesn't work like that, Tess.
The hell it doesn't.
I paid for those guns. You want them back? You're gonna have to earn them.
How many cards are we talking about?
I don't give a damn about ration cards. I need something smuggled out of the city. You do that, I'll give you your guns back, and then some.
How do we know you got them? Well, I hear the military's been wiping you guys out.
You're right about that. I'll show you the weapons. I gotta move. What's it gonna be?
I want to see those guns.
Follow me.
I'm a little bit
Out of here. Now.
disappointed with how much health I've lost so far, but we've got some in reserve.
We gotta move.
And it won't really matter. There's only one bit of combat, which is nothing at all. And of course, when we start the night bit, he'll have his full health back anyway.
I know a way around this. Come on.
Yeah, I have to say the control does feel a lot nicer, a lot steadier on this.
Holy shit. Is that your people?
What's left of them? Why do you think I'm turning to you guys? This way.
So why now?
We've been quiet. Been planning on leaving the city, but they need a scapegoat. They've been trying to rile us out.
Looks like they did.
We're trying to defend ourselves.
Just remembering things. Okay, you can do that, which is good. Okay, nothing else he needs to do really.
With this.
It's amazing how quickly you forget, though.
Hey, how are you moving up?
I'll live. Hold up. Soldiers. That's the way out. The door under the bridge.
I ain't a big fan of these odds.
We can sneak by them, even though I know that's not your style.
We'll see how it goes. Let's get moving.
There is stuff to collect here, and I'm going to go for it. What I want to find out is whether you can do it without taking that first guy out. The one that you're supposed to do the stealth kill on. pin in the door. Because there's a cabinet.
I'll get this one. Go around and get the other.
And whatever.
So, can I sneak by him? I evidently can. This one has to go. Oh, what the? What the hell happened? Don't know why I did that.
Go on, get inside.
I was just unsure about whether or not there was, on this difficulty level, if there was a small
Where are we
medipack,
going, Merlene?
but there wasn't.
This way.
So I didn't miss anything.
It's not far now.
How you holding up?
I'm running on fumes, but I'll make it. The place is right up ahead.
Attention. Curfew is now in full effect.
Shit, we need to
Anyone
hurry.
caught outside without proper authorization will be arrested and prosecuted.
The hell are we smuggling?
I'll show you.
Attention. Curfew is now in full effect. Anyone caught outside without proper authorization will be arrested and prosecuted.
Joel, give me a hand with this.
Whoa. Come on now. Get on up.
The fuck away from her!
Hey!
Let her go.
You're recruiting kind of young, aren't you?
She's not one of mine.
Oh, shit. What happened?
Don't worry, this is fixable. I got his help. But I can't come with you.
Well, then I'm staying.
Ellie, we won't get another shot at this.
Hey, we're smuggling her?
There's a crew of Fireflies that'll meet you at the Capitol building.
That's not exactly close.
You're capable. You hand her off, come back, the weapons are yours. Double what Robert sold me.
Speaking of which, where are they?
Back in our camp.
We're not smuggling shit until I see them.
You'll follow me. You can verify the weapons. I can get patched up. But she's not crossing to that part of town. I want Joel to watch over her.
Whoa, I don't think
Bullshit,
that's the
I'm not
best
Ellie.
idea.
with him. How do you know them?
I was close with his brother Tommy. Said if I was ever in a jam, I could rely on him.
Was that before or after he left your little militia group?
He left you too. He was a good man.
Look, just take her to the North Tunnel and wait for me there.
Jesus Christ.
Just cargo, Joel.
No more talking. You'll be fine. Now go with him.
Don't take long. And you, stay close. Let's go.
Just need the phone with me just in case my daughter sends me a text to say, Dad, can you send me some money?
Whoa. I heard all the shooting, but... what happened?
Fireflies. Same thing's gonna happen to us if we don't get off the street.
You're the pro. I'm just following you.
Down here. Keep up.
Damn. Where are we going?
Up there. That'll get us to the north tunnel.
How are we supposed to reach that?
Just give me a minute.
This tunnel, you use it to smuggle things?
Yep.
Like illegal things?
Sometimes.
You ever smuggle a kid before?
No, that's a first. So what's the deal with you and Marlene anyways?
I don't know. She's my friend, I guess.
Your friend, huh? You're friends with the leader of the Fireflies. What are you, like, 12?
She knew my mom, and she's been looking after me. And I'm 14. Not that that has anything to do with anything.
So where are your parents?
Where are anyone's parents? They've been gone a long, long time.
So instead of just staying in school, you decide to run off and join the Fireflies, is that it?
Look, I'm not supposed to tell you why you're smuggling me, if that's what you're getting at.
You wanna know the best thing about my job? I don't gotta know why. To be honest with you, I give two shits what you're up to.
Well, great.
I love that
Good.
bit. I love that bit. I know I've mentioned it before because I've done the stream before, but it's when Joel just behaves a bit like a kid, you know? But it's also the contradiction of what happens next. You know, he started off by he wants to know about her, and then of course when she decides to hold something from him, he makes out that he didn't need to know. He's not interested in knowing. So he's already kind of confused.
Is it?
One of the best lines in the game coming up now.
What are you doing?
Killing time.
I'll point to the screen.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
I am sure you will figure that out.
Your watch is broken. You mumble in your sleep. I hate bad dreams.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I've never been this close to the outside. I mean, look how dark it is. Can't be any worse out there. Can it?
What on earth do the Fireflies want with you?
Hey. Sorry it took so long. Soldiers fucking everywhere.
How's Marlene?
She'll make it. Gotta sell the merchandise. It's a lot. Wanna do this?
Yeah.
You see, what yesterday when we were playing as Jodie, she was like a really great character, and you kind of felt close to her. But even by this stage, we've only known Ellie for a few minutes, and she's already kind of ingrained on you. Something about her character. Oops. It's actually quite interesting, this. It's the extent of the kind of thing that Bill supplies. Bill is somebody who we'll meet later on. Bags of fertilizer.
Think it's a bit strange that they're having us do their smuggling?
Marlene wanted to do it herself. They weren't their first choice. Or the second, for that matter. She's lost a lot of men. Beggars can't be choosers.
I just hope there's someone alive to pay us.
Someone will be around.
Very well pointed out, Glenn. Very well pointed out. Good man. Do you make many bombs, by the way? Just out of interest. You got experience, guy. Any of you guys need a few IEDs for occasional use? Glenn's your man.
Who's waiting for us at the drop-off?
She said there's some fireflies that have traveled all the way from another city. Girl must be important. What is the deal with you? You some bigwig's daughter or something?
Something like that. How long is this all gonna take?
If everything goes as planned, we should get you to them in a few hours.
Ellie, once you get out there, I need you to follow our lead and stay close.
Yeah, of course.
Still like that little tear in the screen that you see as he's opening that.
There's a patrol up ahead.
Just, to me, I don't even call it a fault in the game. It's one of those things where you sort of ask, oh, I wonder how all of these various assets are put together for that to happen.
Come on, kid.
You know, it's just a case of it's more complicated than it looks. Although, have any of you guys seen what the latest incarnation of Unreal Engine can do?
I'm actually outside.
It really is photorealistic. Unbelievable.
Up this way.
Don't do anything stupid.
Move.
Turn around, on your knees. You scan him, I'll call it in.
Okay. Put your hands on your head.
This is Ramirez at Sector 12, requesting pickup for 3 stragglers. Understood.
Look the other way. We can make this worth your while.
Shut up. Tired of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
What's the ETA?
Couple minutes.
Oh, fuck. I thought we were just gonna hold him up or something.
Oh, shit. Look.
Jesus Christ. Marlene set us up? Why the hell are we smuggling an infected girl?
I'm not infected.
No? Was this lying?
I can explain.
You better explain fast.
Look at this.
I don't care how you got infected.
It's 3 weeks old.
No, everyone turns within 2 days, so you stop bullshitting.
It's 3 weeks. I swear. Why would she set you up?
I ain't buying it.
Okay, we don't need to do any killing at all here, which is good.
Run! Go! Go! Move!
All to do with timing. Although it's been a little while.
Holy shit! I got 2 dead uniforms. Follow me. Quickly. You take cover!
God damn it. They're everywhere.
Soldiers, right there.
Yeah, interesting.
Go, go!
There's another trick here. Oh no, didn't quite. I didn't quite. That was thanks to Anthony. That worked. That I didn't work that out. It's thanks to Anthony that I know about it.
We can get through here.
Joel? That was me. That was entirely me. I didn't actually have my finger on the X. Pressing thin air.
Down.
Come on, Ellie.
Okay, this is the bit. There's one. There's an upright slat of wood, and it's the thing to you just pause as you reach it. It's not 100% reliable, and there's nothing in that drawer, by the way, which is why I don't stop there. Okay, just quick pause there. I think the only reason he took a shot is that they'd been kind of notified earlier. I'll leg it through these rooms here because there's nothing to find.
Think we can squeeze through here.
Target's still on the loose, sir.
Break off pursuit and report back to Sector 11.
I don't think they see us.
Acknowledge. Get to your vehicle.
Stay in the shadows.
Okay. Oops. That's unusual. Bit of dialogue isn't happening here. Where's Ellie? We've lost a girl. Hey guys, this is good. Right, let's carry on. That's why the conversation didn't happen. She's not here. Is that a first?
Up through here through this pipe. I think we can make it through here. Whoa, 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 hang on, Jesus.
Gather up. Calling us back. We're returning to the wall.
This is good. I do love it. You get a few little glitches. Well, I'll have to just make a magic back. Yeah, that was good.
All right, they're gone.
Look, what was the plan? Let's say that we deliver you to the Fireflies. What then?
Marlene, she said that they have their own little quarantine zone with doctors there still trying to find a cure.
Yeah, we've heard that before, huh, Tess?
And that whatever happened to me is the key to finding a vaccine.
Oh, Jesus.
That's what she said.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Hey, fuck you, man. I didn't ask for this.
Me neither. Tess, what the hell are we doing here?
What if it's true?
I can't...
What if, Joel? I mean, we've come this far. Let's just finish it.
Do I need to remind you what is out there?
I get it.
God, that look is so good. Oh, God.
This way. If we cut through downtown, we can hit the Capitol building by sunrise.
We hope.
buildings look like they're close. They're so damn tall. So what happened here?
They bombed the hell out of the surrounding areas to the quarantine zones, hoping to kill as much of the infected as possible. It worked for a little while.
What the hell was that?
Tess, you hear that?
Yeah. Sounded pretty far away though. Are we safe?
For now. Come on.
There's something I'd like to know on this next bit here.
Damn,
Let's do
quite a drop.
We'll just do this dialogue first.
Well, there's the Capitol building.
Yeah. We need to get around this mess.
Okay.
This is the downtown area?
I think Anthony always goes through there.
It's a giant wasteland.
And what I want to know is, because you can run on top of there, would that save you a fraction of a second?
Over here. You find anything over there?
No.
Keep looking. You just stay close to her for now.
Oh, come too far. Oh. Yeah, try watching the game, Dina. That room there is empty. It's just an alternative way to get through into here.
Body's pretty fresh. Yeah, it might be. Let's not stick around.
Looks like these guys died waiting for backup.
Not sure what my crafting situation is at the moment, so I'll double check here. Yeah. Okay. Let's check. We're all good.
God damn it. Clicker.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What's wrong with its face?
But years of infection will do to you.
So what, are they blind?
Sort of. Sneezing sound.
Like that?
Like that. If you hear one clicking, you gotta hide. That's how they spot you.
Shit.
The building feels like it's about to fall apart. Watch your head.
Couldn't see what the hell I was doing then.
Totally cool. Everything is totally cool.
So those two there, or at least one of them, you can't pick up at the moment. But the idea is, with this game, or the thing that works for me,
Give me a hand with this.
is that every time you get the chance to craft something, do it. Because if you've just had something that you couldn't pick up and it's showing its foot, you may well find that you've got room for it. And the same applies to ammo. I mean, don't fire ammo for no reason, but always do the whichever
You all right?
gun you pull up, press the right 2 to
Search
make
for
sure that
supplies.
it's fully loaded. Because if it
Shit.
is fully loaded,
You said it.
sorry, if it isn't fully loaded, you may still not be able to pick up ammo because it thinks you've got enough, including what hasn't been loaded in the gun.
Here, patch yourself up.
Appreciate it.
So it will make space, it will make room for it. So for example now, because I can craft that, I'm doing it straight away. Because it will free up space to pick up more if I need it. So I'm okay for shivs, but so I think it's just the tape. I think I'll be able to pick up the tape now. No, it's not that. Okay. I can never remember what some of the what some of the bits and pieces are. But what we'll find now is I'll be using a shiv to open this door. Which means it's taking up some of the parts. Okay, so the thing to do is to go into that, make up another shiv. That makes some space. Okay, so now I can pick those up. And you can see the inventory. It's not actually full because it takes X number of parts. But you see the on the bottom right there, you have the tape. And also, if we go back to the room that we came in before we had to crawl under. Oh no, you can't go there now. Sorry. This is a silly thing. Look, when we crawled through there, it's all blocked off. Which is quite a strange thing. That's just the game saying, look, you've passed this point now. But those can both be picked up. And we might be close. Yeah, okay, so we've got full tape and 1/4 away from another full shiv. There's a drawer in that desk which never has anything in it, which doesn't matter what difficulty level you're on, it's always empty.
It's clear. Come on, Ellie. Come on. You got it. Come on, big ass, go.
Welcome to the offices of Kepler and Finch. Architects. Just never noticed it before.
Clickers?
Shit, go.
Okay, now because I have filled up my health and I've got no room to make up more, I won't go for it, but on the where they came in on the other side, there's that little, it's a balcony above where they came in. There's a little health pack on there, but we don't need it. What I am going to do, it's on the left hand shelf over there, you can see it glowing. Now I don't need that, but if you were running a little bit low, go and pick that one up. But because I actually can't remember what my other supplies were, in here there's a couple of bits as well. Yeah, they were both takeable. There's another health pack over on that far side over there, I think. Just a small one.
I think that's it. Ellie, you okay?
Other than shitting my pants, I'm fine.
Let's go.
There you go, ladies.
All right. Come on.
The stairwell's blocked. Should we go back up? This is crazy.
Just don't look down.
Are you serious? Come on, Ellie. Yeah. Don't look down. Just don't look down.
You're okay. We got a way through.
Hold on. Ah, I've not really noticed it before. You guys recognise that building down there, don't you? This takes you through compulsory. You have to do the weapon swap thing here. If you don't pick that gun up, you can pick it up before they get out of this building, and you don't need to do this weapon slotting thing.
Runners.
I'll go check it out. Stay with the girl.
This can always be frustrating, by the way. Even on easy mode, this can frustrate you. The main reason for it is it's a guy over on the left-hand side who just seems so easy to alert. I would actually be surprised if I get through this first time. I have to be careful here because I went that way. Because I went round the other way first, the alternative is to head through here, up that corridor, and that guy will have walked along and gone left into that door that you can see. It looks like two doors at the end. It's not. It's the first door that you see over there, and you can follow him in. And then stealth him, take him from behind, as it were. Right, we're absolutely full on health, and we can't make anything up, so... Right, this is where he can be a pain in the arse. This is my usual pattern here. There's a guy over here. There he is. And what he will do now is turn around, go to the right of that pillar. Eventually, it's not straight away. And I just sneak round and follow him. The danger, and it has happened, is that the guy on the far right gets alerted. No, there you go. So, an absolute pain in the arse. So what I'm going to do is... Oh, shit! Didn't expect him to be there. Stop! Stop! You little bastard. I told you, it's that frigging guy who's always on the right-hand side. He is a pain in the arse. But as I was running backwards then, I hit like a little corner thing in the wall and it stopped me dead. But I didn't expect that clicker to be that side, which kind of surprised me. You know something? I know this isn't the best way of doing it, I'm pretty sure it isn't. But the guy who will appear here, he does momentarily turn around. And as long as I can get him before... No. The clicker's going to be interesting, isn't it? The clicker will be very interesting because that is in a place where I really don't need it to be. It needs to come back down. Oh, it has come back down. Fair enough.
All right, come on down.
I'm impressed, Joel.
Let's just get out of here.
What? This is a bit slightly illogical. What he could do is pull that out of the way, take it over to the right, and then drop it. But hey, gameplay.
Tess, go.
All right, hold on. See? Doing all right?
Okay. Let's check where we are. Okay. No, it's still looking pretty good. Oh, yeah. Shiv Master. Do you know, I'm still not convinced whether Shiv Master is massively useful to have. I'm going to concentrate, as I did on the previous run-throughs, on weapon sway before anything else.
Whoa. Down we go.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Oh yeah, I'd forgotten normal mode. Easy mode, there is something there.
You know what I was thinking? After we get back, we can take it easy for a little while.
You want to take it easy.
Hey, you're the one always going on about laying low.
And you always bust me off.
No? Not this time.
I believe it when I see it. Through here.
Was it? Yeah, both full. Fine.
Joel,
Oh.
over here. Look at his sleeve. Firefly.
Yep. These guys aren't doing well in or out of the city. I just hope there's someone alive to meet us at the drop-off.
It's gonna be fine.
They're from the quarantine zone.
See? They're not our guys.
Okay, I think on this occasion, I'm going to go for the parts.
Over there, see him?
Shit. God, we're almost out. Okay, Joel, you take point. I'll watch
Which
the
are in a
back.
safe.
Ellie,
Okay,
no
so we have
matter
to
what,
go
you stay
to
right on his heels.
one bit,
You
get a
stay
note,
sharp.
which has got the safe combination, and then go back. But one thing that I didn't know, and I think Anthony actually, I keep referring to Anthony, it's a guy called Anthony Caliber who does brilliant, brilliant speed runs of this game. He's done the whole game in 2 hours 56, 2 hours 57, something like that. Quite incredible. But he has discovered a lot of things which can make the job faster, and one of them is that at the end of this section there's a clicker who you always assume you have to take out because it's right by the exit. You don't. It's a very, very clever thing. What you do is you use a bottle throw it over that way, okay? Go through over that window, that open bit there, and then start to head across. And you do have to do a little bit of dodging, but it's not too bad. But once you get to the exit point, the clicker that's there waiting has actually gone because it's been distracted by the noise. Oh, and another tip, I've got this wrong before. This is just for the benefit of people who haven't played this game before. You've always got like a melee type weapon. It's either going to be a brick or a bottle, okay? Never go for a stealth kill if you've got a brick or a bottle, because Joel will do a very noisy kill with it. Okay. I was doing too much talking then. Just meant that I took too long. Yeah, it was me gabbing, Glenn. That was the problem. Just allowed the clickers to get into a very inconvenient spot for me.
Hate those things.
I don't know why, but I always imagine Derek as the Ricky Gervais character when I see that note. Yeah, I know. Weird. And I think actually that what you can still do I think what is still possible, by the way, is that you can go and get the parts by the safe. You have to stealth kill the runner that's there.
Oh, man.
But then you probably could still use a bottle to distract. You could still use a bottle to distract the guy by the exit, I think. Do you know something? I keep the square button mashed down on that. I'll tell you why. I have actually done a run on this where I didn't. Okay? You know, there's a certain amount of time that you have to give it for the takedown to actually have effect. But in most cases, I don't know, it's 3 or 4 seconds at the most. And then you can just let go and it will carry on doing the animation. And I did that at that point, and it wasn't enough. So as soon as the runner started to fight back, That was it. All of the clickers got alerted. So I'm going to see if this works. I need to have a bottle rather than a brick.
Oh, this way. Looks like it was coming. Shit.
Let's just see. I know this is very, very risky to do it, but... No. Okay. It was worth finding out.
Alright, come on.
Ellie, you can take care of your own ass.
Come on. Holy shit. We actually made it.
Everyone okay?
Yes. Let's move.
You guys are pretty good at this stuff.
It's called luck. And it is gonna run out.
Right, seeing as we're not going to struggle for ammo, let's just see. Hey, Michael Byrne! Michael, hello there.
Which way we going, Tess?
Capitol building's in this direction.
Ellie, stay back!
Here we go.
Oh, thank you, Michael. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the sub, my friend.
Climb on up.
There's a bit to read here. But what I'll do, as I've always done with these when I show these documents, is to leave each bit of the page maybe 4 or 5 seconds or something like that, so that when you're watching the stream back on the archive, you just sort of reach these bits and just pause the video. Otherwise, because I can't predict how long it takes people to read things.
Joel, over here.
Maybe we can cut through here.
Yeah, that
Good question,
worked out
Michael. I
great
think
last
it's
time.
what with you? 109. Only a tiny thing. Only a tiny thing.
What? I don't hear anything.
Okay, double time.
They're coming.
I know.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Go.
You got something on your shoe. Gross.
Yeah, one of these days, I'll get to the same thing, Michael. It's only I'll be
Okay.
dead by then.
How do we get out of this place?
But it's nice being small.
Well, that's what she believes.
Well, how were you bitten? I mean, you must have been somewhere you shouldn't to find an infected in the zone.
Yeah.
Empty.
I was in this military boarding school.
You sneak out?
Drawer over there. That's empty.
I was in the mall when I ran into.
That place is completely off limits. How the hell did you get in there?
I had my ways. Anyways, one of those, what you guys call runners, that was like that. Okay. Were you with Marlene when you were bitten? No. I went to her for help afterwards. Knowing her, I'm surprised she didn't shoot you. She almost did. Hope she's alright. I told you. She'll be fine.
Yeah, I would never have thought of doing live streaming, Michael, until I got the PS4. Because it was always going to involve buying extra bits of gear and also I'm not a techie. I would be so bad at setting it all up. In fact, I've got an Elgato HD hooked up to my PS3, and I've never used it. Or I've tried it out. I could get it to record. I could see the game actually on my PC while I was playing it, but it wasn't actually streaming. It was just recording. So, and I couldn't figure out how to get that bit right. So.
Shit.
But it's so easy on the PS4. And it really is a case of, yes, even I can do it.
All right, watch your head. Hurry, go, go, go! I'm alive. I'll make my way around.
Look, they're here!
Tess?
Run! Run!
Okay, yes, I do want to use the shiv door up here, because I want the parts. There's nothing else really that I want. But I'll take the parts. I don't even think I've got room for more. Oh, hang on, is there more room? Is there room for the other ammo? You know, the other gun that I've picked up? I can't remember. Yeah, there was. Oh, seen that glitch before? I've seen that. Did you notice it there, the grey hair? You see it? That's there you go. Yeah, I've seen that happen before.
Tess? Tess?
What games do you stream, Michael?
Shit.
Yeah, it's just a bit of an odd rendering thing that goes on there. Quite strange. Bitch. That was annoying. My daughter, although she's not been on GTA 5 for a while, but my daughter did a lot of GTA 5 while she was here. She's down at uni now, but she's got her PS4 set up down there. She does a lot of Factions, which is the multiplayer online of this game. But she's very good on GTA 5 as well.
Tess? Tess? Shit.
This guy here really shouldn't have been a problem. She was on Factions last night and the night before, but before that I think there was a gap of about 12, 13 days. But she spent certainly that kind of time preparing all the stuff that she needed to take down to her accommodation, and then being well, driving down there, setting everything up. So yeah, and then she had kind of a week of settling into university, kind of just finding out, I suppose, where everything was, doing the introductory, you wouldn't call them classes, not even lectures. Yeah, well, what are you going to... I am going to be here probably for about another 5 hours, I would imagine. But yeah, of course I would, Michael. Okay, let's see if we can do our favourite thing here. And then our other favourite thing.
The girl.
We do unfortunately miss a convo here, but we miss a convo, but I'd much rather do that than lose health and stuff.
Stand back.
Watch your step as you're going out, because it's going to be a little... So is that everything you hoped for?
Jury's still out. But man, can't deny that view.
Come on, this way. Hey, let's pick it up. Look, we're almost done. Stay focused.
Yes, ma'am.
T-shirts, eh? Wow. Do you mind me asking how old you are, Michael?
It's right around this corner. Come on.
Let's keep moving, kid.
Oh, guys. Right, we have a young streamer. He's small, like me. Only 15. Got 500 followers. I'm asking my friends here to click those 3 dots and sub to Michael's channel, because he seems like a nice kid. Seems like a really good kid. Not saying go and buy the T-shirts, because hey, even I can't afford the T-shirts at the moment.
Look at this.
There's a Firefly logo on his arm. What if we get there and they're all dead?
They won't be.
But how do you know?
I just do. Look, it's gonna be fine.
Okay.
Has to be.
I like that little "it has to be" from Tess there. Quite revealing.
Up and over.
Yeah, well, they take a while to get done. How many are you having done? Because it's not cheap.
Home stretch, Tess.
I'd like to do T-shirts, but I'd never sell them.
Just so it's out there, I can't swim.
Look, it looks like it's shallow on the right side. Follow me.
I'm glad Marlene hired you guys.
What do you mean?
I know you guys are getting paid for this, but I'm trying to say thanks.
For once, we
Yeah,
will
sure thing.
actually get... We'll go and get the Firefly pendant. How old am I? I'm just an old man. You can tell I'm an old man. Okay, I'm going to switch the microphone off for this bit.
No. No, no, no.
What happens now?
What are you doing, Tess?
Maybe they had a map or something to tell us where they were going.
How far are we gonna take
As
this?
far as it needs to go. Where was this lab of theirs?
Oh, she never said. She only mentioned that it was someplace out west.
What are we doing here? This is not us.
What do you know about us? About me?
I know that you are smarter than this.
Really? Guess what? We're shitty people, Joel. It's been that way for a long time.
No, we are survivors.
This is our chance.
It is over, Tess! Now, we tried. Let's just go home.
I'm not going anywhere. This is my last stop.
What?
Our luck had to run out sooner or later.
You going on?
No, don't! Don't touch me.
Holy shit. She's infected.
Joel.
Let me see.
I didn't mean for this.
Show it to me. Oh, Christ.
Oops, right? Give me your arm. This was 3 weeks. I was bitten an hour ago, and it's already worse. This is fucking real, Joel. You've got to get this girl to Tommy's. He used to run with this crew. He'll know where to go.
No. That was your crusade. I am not doing that.
Yes, you are. Look. There's enough here that you have to feel some sort of obligation to me, so you get her to Tommy's. They're here.
Damn it.
I can buy you some time, but you have to run.
You want us to just leave you here?
Yes.
There is no way that...
I will not turn into one of those things. Come on. Make this easy for me.
I can find...
No, just go! Just fucking go.
Ellie.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean for this.
Get a move on.
We know you're in there. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands up.
Poor Joel. Keeps losing the people he cares about.
What the fuck? I can't believe we did that.
Stop.
We just left her to die.
Stop. You stay close to me. We have to move.
Oh, man.
Just keep pushing forward.
Oh, Glenn, you're harsh.
Neutralized. She took out 2 of my men.
But it's a good point.
Copy that. You, take out the door. You repeat with me.
Should you get this game? I'll tell you what, that's like asking, should you breathe? Yes. Michael, do get this game. It's an unforgettable experience. And I've played a couple of games over the last few nights, both of which are cinematic, story-driven things. Seriously, guy, they have not got a patch on this. I could have done with a bottle, really.
What do we do? Joel?
The reason I'm going, there is a reason I'm going this way, by the way.
Get out of there!
Oh, fuck.
Oh, don't go back down, Joel.
What are we doing?
I wasn't a massive fan of the original LA Noire.
We're gonna go through that hall.
It was one of those games that...
Stay down, I don't know how many more there are.
I don't know how to explain it. Maybe, I mean, it's quite possible I was kind of being a little bit hasty about it, but it was just a little bit that I watched didn't wow me as much as I hoped. I think the biggest disappointment was Mafia 3 when that came out, just because of their stupid music copyright thing, which was so utterly ridiculous.
Joel, there's the exit.
I see it.
Absolutely mental. You basically couldn't do live streaming because whenever it got to a cutscene, it cut out all of the audio. Not just the background music, but the actual the voice recordings, sorry, the voice captures as well. All because of the music copyright. Hey, welcome back to UK. So I bought that and actually sold it again on the same day.
No target. I repeat, no target.
There's a soldier over there.
Hold your position and wait for reinforcements. Copy that.
How the hell are you breathing in this stuff?
I wasn't lying to you.
Did you spot him?
No, place is empty.
Check out this area. Go check down there.
I haven't watched enough of The Evil Within to know whether or not I like it yet.
Where are you, you motherfucker?
Honestly, how do you know that he's a motherfucker? You're making really bad assumptions about his family, kind of thing. Ooh, that was a little bit close. We're okay. We're okay.
We'll figure something out.
Well, to be honest with you, Michael, I would have said... Well, I've always said this is my #1 game. Absolutely. But I've ventured into other ones, and what they have done is remind me just how incredibly good this game is. So really, apart from very, very occasional forays back into everybody's golf, just for, you know, improving the club things, which still seems pretty pointless, but there you go. I'm probably just going to wait for Last of Us 2.
Hey, look, it still works. You're not gonna leave me here, right?
But when it comes to involving games, you know, not arcadey type things, but games where you actually genuinely feel involved with what you're doing, it's always been important to me that it's got a great storyline, great dialogue, great acting, and over the past couple of days I've played Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls.
It's a dead end.
And they just didn't do it for me. I mean, some of the gameplay in both of them was ridiculous because there's no actual, what you would call proper combat. You are having to press buttons to do things like go to the toilet, brush teeth, make food, get dressed. I think what makes Heavy Rain better than Beyond Two Souls is that obviously there are lots of different endings, and that's good. Whereas Beyond Two Souls is much more linear, and you're extremely limited in terms of what you actually do. Why can he not move at that point? Strange.
I got it.
But if you're going to stick around for a while, Michael, if you're not familiar with this game, there are... I know you're only 15, so some of it might not have that effect on you, but some of the emotional content of this game that we're playing here is unbelievable. Really powerful stuff.
Hey, look, about Tess. I don't even know what...
Here's how this thing's gonna play out. You don't bring up Tess. Ever. Matter of fact, we just keep our histories to ourselves. Secondly, don't tell anybody about your condition. They think you're crazy, they'll try to kill you. And lastly, you do what I say when I say it. We clear?
Sure.
Repeat it.
What you say goes.
Good. Now there's a town a few miles north of here. There's a fella there that owes me some favors. Good chance he could get us a car.
Okay.
Let's get a move on.
Yo! Thanks for the message, Michael. Got it received. Can't go and read it yet because it'll stop the stream. If you go into a different application on this, it stops the stream because it thinks you finished the game.
It'll be faster to go through here.
Well, at the end of Beyond Two Souls, Glenn, there is a very, very simple choice. It's whether or not Jodie stays in this world or goes to the next world. So it's one or the other. There may be different ways of getting to those two endings, but it's basically
Why don't you just take me back to Marlene?
your own choice at the end of it.
Task. Why'd she drop you off on us?
Well, maybe she's better now.
Kid, I don't mean to upset you, but your friend's chances of survival weren't too high to begin with.
She's a lot tougher than you think.
It don't matter. Because I doubt I can get either one of us back into the city in one piece. Trust me. I wish there was some other option.
Yeah. So like I said, guys, always make sure that
Hey, buddy.
your stuff is maxed out as much as you can, because that makes room. You'll find the rest of it. You'll find more supplies to pick up later.
Fireflies. I mean, real fireflies.
Yeah, I see that.
Sorry. I lost myself for a sec.
I should actually do a double check, by the way, as soon as I can, that Joel is actually maxed out on in terms of weapons. Yeah, no problem. Take care. Enjoy lunch. I had a huge, beautiful, beautiful curry earlier on. No, I know that you were here when I last said that I had a curry. I don't only have curry, by the way. But it was...
There we go.
What I'm not going to do here is, if I am going to have a look at the shiv trick, I'm not going to do it there where I was. I had one where putting the melee weapon down. No, I can't. Oh, you're stupid. I put the melee weapon down and it fell off. Oh. Hello? Excuse me? Oh, maybe. You know why? I actually didn't have a melee weapon. That's why.
Where do you usually meet him?
Huh? Different places.
You've never been here, have you?
I know this is where he lives, but no, I ain't never been here personally.
And that smoke, you think that's him?
Sure as hell better be.
Well, let's go check it out then.
Sorry, I just noticed I got a bloody cobweb hanging off my ceiling. That is not my style at all. I like to keep this place clean. I'm trying to remember where there's another... Okay, the melee weapons pickup is through the gate at the end there.
Down here. Just watch your step. It's a good drop.
Actually, just going through in my mind, I've got to remember how to do the melee weapon trick.
Are you alright?
I'm trying to learn how to whistle.
You don't know how to whistle.
Well, does it sound like I know how to whistle?
Okay, there. There, you see? So that is now available. So always check that your guns are full. That one is. I did pick everything up there, right? So there's nothing that I couldn't pick up other than that one piece of ammo. And I can't get back up there for the shiv part, but it doesn't matter. We're not going to run out of parts.
There you go.
Nice.
Jam from the other side.
Here, boost me up.
No, that's not such a good idea.
Well, I can't boost you up. How else are we gonna get over there?
All right, come here. Give me your foot. Now listen, you just open it, okay? Nothing else.
Bit of a memory test here.
Sure thing.
Easy, easy.
Okay. Ta-da.
Good job.
Thank you.
Okay. So, mod the melee weapon. Actually, just get that modded as well. Okay. Pick that one up again. Check. And what did we... Oh shit, I actually didn't make a note of what we'd used. That's basically what you do if you want to use the shiv trick. It gives you parts back. You swap out a melee'd for an unmelee'd
So let's say we get a
weapon.
card from this buddy of yours. Then what?
Well, then we go find Tommy.
Marlene said he's your brother?
And more importantly, he was a firefly. He'd know where to take you.
Oh, okay.
He lives far from here, which is why we need the car.
Yes, when you do that, you obviously use a couple of bits to melee the unmelee'd weapon. But if you then swap it back out for the already melee'd one, it replaces the two bits that you used. And that sounds really confusing, but it's quicker than you think, simpler than you think.
Would you play this before?
No. But I had a friend that knew everything about this game. Apparently, there's this character called Angel Knives who'd... what was it? She'd punch a hole through your stomach before kicking your head off.
I was never a big fan of these things.
I wish I could play it.
Check where, yeah, everything's on full, so can't exploit anything yet. I'll do this in a slightly better order. I tend to come back and do this dialogue here. Oh, Mom.
Mandatory evacuation. Evacuate to where?
What do you think? Quarantine zone. See, some places got a heads up before the infection showed up. Most didn't.
Man, must be hard. Just leaving all your stuff behind like that.
That ain't the hard part.
I'm thinking to myself, guys, I was thinking to myself where some of the optional dialogues are, because it's got to the stage where I tend to bypass a lot of them now.
Look at this place. Man, this is kind of sad.
What is?
All this music that's just sitting here. No one's around to listen to it. I don't know. Doesn't seem right.
Yeah, it's Bill's handiwork.
Anybody else live in this town?
As far as I know, it's just him.
That isn't a note that we need to read, by the way.
Fireflies were everywhere, huh?
Yeah, they were. Hoping to restore the country to what it was.
Well, with a vaccine, maybe they will.
Maybe.